the Grand Pavois at La Rochelle behind us. Looks fab, doesn't it?
There's some goodies behind us, I can tell you
Oh
that.
my word, it is. It's heaven if you're a boat lover like us. We happen to be travelling in our motorhome down in the west side of France, just near La Rochelle, and we came across a boat show. So, not only are we going to bring you some boats from the Jeanneau range, the 1295, the 12.5 WA, the 695 Series 2 Sport, to name but 2 or 3, and of course a DB37.
Oh yes, I'm not forgetting an 895 Series 2.
Oh, and the 895 Series 2. But we're also, and look out for those films on the channel, if they're not already on there, set your reminders and subscribe to the channel. But we're also going to have a general look around the show here, show you some of the amazing sights and sounds that they've got here at the show. As us, I'm sure you'll enjoy looking at some of the eye-popping boat candy that they've got here at the show.
There's a lot of bling here.
A lot of bling. So come on in and enjoy the show, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Talk about boat heaven. But anyway, here's the centre of the show today, or for this film, which is the Merry Fisher 1295 Fly. Been looking forward to getting on board this fabulous boat for a fair while now. I absolutely love this. Look next to it as well, the 12.5 WA Cap Camarat. My word, I don't know where to look next, but I must keep focused on the 1295 Fly. And of course, where better to start than at the back here. Look at those 3 monster Yamaha 4.2 V6s. Absolutely fantastic bits of kit. There you go. There's the frightening stuff. 630 odd thousand euros. But I guess if you were considering one of these, then that price ticket probably wouldn't be concerning you that much, because obviously to fuel these little 300s, I say little, at wide open throttle, this fabulous 1295 will do near on 40 knots. But of course these 300s at wide open throttle would probably be doing around about 100 litres an hour. So you're looking at probably 300 litres an hour combined at wide open. But I guess if more pottering around or planing speed, down at say 22 knots, up onto the plane about 16, 17 knots, pottering about, you could probably get much better fuel burn. And I'll put some figures up on the screen there of some of the estimates that Yamaha and or Jeanneau reckon that you get in terms of fuel burn on this amazing 1295 Fly. Nikki already in there, couldn't wait to get on. Reminiscing, are you, love, about the bit bigger than the 895 there, is it? C'est magnifique, she says. Yes, absolutely. And of course, even though we're in September, about the 20th of September, we've still got a stunning day for looking round. 22, 23 degrees already. It's only 10 in the morning. Beautiful weather. You can see as well, swim ladder at the back there, pulls out, drops down. And you can also see at the back here, we've got a little bit of storage. Let's just step forward and pop that open for you. There we go. A little bit of a storage locker at the back. There's your shore power and your 2 fuel tanks, both port and starboard fuel tanks. And again on the screen there, just gives you an idea of the fuel quantity, but certainly up around a ton of fuel if you were refilling from empty. Down here as well, just where we start, have a look at the manufacturer's plate there. You can see that this 1295 Fly is a category B10, a C12 or a D12. Maximum load 1130 kilos to add as load to it with passengers and luggage, etc. So a B10 or a C12, which is the key statistic. Maximum of 10 people. And as soon as I've stepped on here, the size and the space back here, Nikki's definitely enjoying this.
I can afford pillows,
Oh, right, yeah, you can have the pillows, yeah, okay.
but that's probably about it on this boat.
Wow, and look at the space here, and this terrace as well, straight away where I was just stood there filming. That's controlled electronically by the switch just here, which lifts it slowly up and down. But if we stand out on the terrace there, look at that. Lovely view. Almost puts you into the water, bar a couple of feet down. Obviously a great spot to dive off, to generally have a damn good lot of fun on. You can see that the slight asymmetric layout of the Jeanneaux, which is typical across the whole range, gives you that slightly wider access point to starboard, and then over on this port side you can see that just slightly narrower walkway as a result of that asymmetric cabin setup. But at the back here, that lovely great long bench seat with the drinks holders, with an ability as well also to slide the whole seat forward so that it allows you to get full tilt on these three lovely 300s, full tilt, so that the engines will actually lift completely out of the water. So if we just pop these couple of bolts, we should be able to show you how that slides forward. There we go, just down there. There's these little bolts, you just pop those up and then it should be ready to, there we go, just a really easy to slide forward. There we go, you get the idea there. It's still a little bit more it can go as well, which allows then all of those motors to tilt fully up. Fantastic. You still don't lose all of your room in the cockpit area at the back here. So let's just slide that back again. Pop the bolt back in. There we go. And once the seat's back again, if we just grab the upper leaf of that table, fold it back there, look at that. What a fabulous piece of wood that is. And I'm just going to have a sit down there. Look at that view into the cabin area of the 1295. Absolutely lovely. So before we head on inside, I'll just have a walk up the starboard walkway, show you up to the front of this fantastic craft. You can see from that the stanchion rails here are right up to sort of waistline, so you've got really good security as you're walking up the starboard side of the boat. See these lovely little recessed blue LEDs as well, which look absolutely fabulous at night. Your black water pump out. We'll have a look at this in a minute, but that's a lovely starboard doorway into the helm station area, together with access of course to your midsection cleats there, beautifully stainless steeled. Fittings there at the side, starboard side of the boat. This lovely teak that's been inlaid up the side here as well, and just look at that space. Wow. Absolutely stunning. 3 really good sized sun pads there. Lovely table set in up the front here for the purposes of the show. I've set it up really beautifully. And then of course under these seats here you've got access to the anchor locker and to all your tools and equipment for your fabulous big Delta anchor there. Navigation lights to starboard and port, and also by releasing the cable there, an ability to perhaps get off and or onto the boat from the bow section there. And you can see that if we just pop that centre cushion out, there you go, there's your Lumar windlass setup, controllable obviously from the helm station, but there's also a remote function at the front here which allows you to deploy the anchor from up at the bow here. Those beautiful stainless steel cleats at the front here, lovely stainless stanchion rails. The table insets really cleverly under there, it just slots in there so that it's all removable, very quick to remove and to stow away. And then similarly, the centre cushions here separate, and they obviously hide windows which provide that light down into the cabin spaces below, which we'll see once we go inside. Some more lovely little blue LED lights there set in on all the steps. Your drinks holders, and then this panel here, which you'll see again once we're inside, just provides even more lighting into that lovely master suite, which is directly below us now. But really imposing it looks as well. Look at that, absolutely lovely. Okay, so let's work our way back down the port side of the boat. Just get that lovely view of the Flybridge as we go down. Big spotlight at the front there. And then further cleats and good height stanchion rails down this side. Very nice too. And let's just take you up onto the Flybridge before we head inside. Look at that as you come up, the view you're getting from the top here. Absolutely beautiful. Really good seating area here. Good 6-person seating. Very easy to stow the tables up and down. You can obviously get covers that can cover over in poor weather or when the boat's in storage, that cover the whole of this Flybridge area. And this is a little outdoor Flybridge galley with your tap there, little Kenyan grill, and then you have an option here to have a cool box as well if you wanted to. A little sort of drawer style fridge unit can be added to that galley style kitchen. Wouldn't that be lovely, eh? Sausage or two on as you admire the view, and it's a hell of a view here as well, I have to say. More boats than you can shake a stick at. Up to the front here, you've obviously got more sun pads, together with obviously speakers for your stereo, onboard stereo, which is the Fusion radio system. More drinks holders at the front and at the sides, but look at that, isn't that a lovely space? Let's sit down on here. Isn't that a lovely space to sit? The helm station itself, you can see, features the Garmin 12-inch display, MFD displays, and obviously this boat is equipped with the joystick controls, fantastic, with zip wakes, with slip and a bow thruster. Obviously you've got twin controls on your Yamaha setup. We'll have a little bit of a closer look at those when we go down into the helm station and some of the functionality of that equipment. Fully adjustable steering, as is the seat that I'm sat on. The seat actually rotates. There we go, that's with it rotated round, so you can join in the fun at the top here. And the gas assisted cover hatch for the 1295 drops down and is secure enough to walk on, so you can close that down if you're all up here. No risk of anybody tumbling down the stairs there. What a view though from the front there up to the bow of the boat. Absolutely stunning. Okay, let's head back down and take you inside this beautiful 1295 Fly. Okay, so in we go. Looks like Nikki's been having a sneak preview. What do you think?
I have had a sneak preview, and oh my god,
isn't it lovely?
it is absolutely incredible.
Look at that.
It's what a stunning boat. The styling is just beautiful. I love the styling, and these surfaces alone, you know.
Yeah, Korean, isn't it?
Absolutely wonderful quality.
Yeah. Okay, so let's show you around a bit in here. Okay, so as you can see, obviously a lot of the Jeanneaus that we've had on the channel previously have had a starboard side galley, but you can see they've moved that across to the rear and to the port side, and that's allowed the space in here to be used really well right the way across the cabin here. You can see it really is a great size. And the windows, of course, all the way around, which give that fantastic light throughout the whole of the space here. We've got a full gas oven here. Got a lovely little cubby here. Look at that. Might be for a bottle or two. Who knows? Full gas oven. squeaky new, ready for its new owner. Lovely hob space there, electric hob. Obviously plenty of power here, and then these overhead lockers, just a little catch under there which allows them to stay closed if you're underway, no fear of them popping open. And these overhead lockers there. Some of the boat control systems just there, together with that fusion radio that I mentioned. This is the RA210 that they fit to this boat. And this obviously gives you information about your batteries, of which there are 8 in this boat, together with water levels, black water, fresh water and the like. A little wet bar here. Get your ice and your favourite bottles on chill there. But this lovely stainless steel chromed finish to these, and it's matched with a sort of chrome finish on the blinds as well. Really nicely done. Very easy to lift up and down. Sink just covered here. 2 sink spaces with your mixer tap there, and again some of this lovely chromed finishing on the surrounds. Over this side we've got a really good pull-out fridge sections. And again, just to the right there, those are all of your isolators for those 8 batteries that are on board here, together with some of the other controls for the boat. You can see as well plenty of switching. That's for a lot of this lovely recessed LED lighting that you can see here in the roof and around the floor. Control from these here, together with some more plug sockets there and some more locker style overhead here. As we move forward here, got a little bit more storage there, which is really nicely done. Look at that, for your glasses, for your bottles, you name it, keeps them all secure while you're underway. A little bit more again, storage under there. These nice little catches that they have on all the cupboards there to keep them firmly shut when you're underway. But then look at this lounge area, isn't that lovely? Really nice with that carpeting on it. The table is fully adjustable, so it can drop down, and this area can actually provide another double berth, but you'll see there's a lot of space down below as well. So actually options to have even more space if you're entertaining guests. But what a lovely seating area it is, isn't it? Under these seats as well, under all the cushions, there's more locker storage underneath. But I do love the styling in this, the colours, the finishing. It's all been really well thought out for what is an amazing flagship for the Jeanneau Merry Fisher range, and of course new within the last 12 months. Absolutely beautifully done. So up at the helm station, first and foremost, this amazing bolster seat. Obviously it's full leather, drops down, that's for your sitting position or your standing position. Pop that back up. So it does also, just at the side here, you've got a couple of little seat controls. This one allows you to pull the seat back and forward like that, and then this one allows you to rotate it. So having released it now, you can see that you can, let's bring the seat right forward. There we go. And now you can see that I can rotate this to one of several ways that clicks it into place. So if you're anchored up or moored up, you can still stay sitting at this fabulous seat and turn it around to join in with the fun that no doubt all your guests are having if they're out on this amazing boat. So let's pop that back, pop the leather bolster up, bit of a foot space there, some document pouch here, leather lined, and then the start of the amazing helm station, which of course, as we touched on the Flybridge there, has your joystick, your Yamaha joystick, which has fantastic functionality, just really slight inputs, both tilt, both rotate, tilt forward and back, and obviously all points around the clock give you incredible control of the boat. The stay point function, of course, is also GPS linked, so that means that once engaged, the stay point will just keep you in exactly the position that you've activated the button in. So it's a combination of all three of the engines working together and opposite each other to hold that GPS position. So absolutely brilliant if, for example, you came in just short of your mooring, hit the stay point button, that would keep you and hold you in the position just say 2 or 3 meters away from your mooring while you prepared ropes and fenders, without any fear of it drifting, be it in wind or tide, into your mooring point itself. So fantastic feature that. Similar functionality with the fish point, where with the use of that GPS it enables you to lock the position. Fully auto zip wakes there, you'll remember those I'm sure if you've watched any of the other films on our channel. There are some specific films about the functionality of the zip wakes, so if you need to know or want to know any more about their functionality, then do check out the rest of the channel. Lovely 12-inch Garmin display there. Obviously there's an option here to have a second 12-inch. I've seen configuration of one of the 1295s that have side-by-side 12-inch. Might be one for radar, might be one for your normal charts, that allow you obviously to get complete vision of the functionality of the boat and of the radar. A lot of very common Jeanneau type switching. They've just changed the look of the fascia of some of the switches for this 1295, but obviously you've got your bilges and your horn and your water, some of your navigation lights and power, and your anchor, your Lumar anchor that we saw up at the front there. There again is your bow thruster, little USB connectivity there, drinks holder, and of course some vents for both cool and for warm air and the heating. So an absolutely lovely, and of course the wheel there is fully adjustable, and down the bottom of course here you've got your start stops for those 3 Monster 300s. An ability to run just with one lever by using your single lever button there, just allows you to pop this one out the way and then just run all 3 of those 300s from the single lever. There's your counter for your anchor counter, and some functionality as well down there for your autopilot, which of course if you combine it with that second screen, perhaps for radar as I say, then obviously that gives you fantastic level of control and information visually on your helm station. Back over to the port side, you can see that this has a liftable lid, because in there is your fittings for your TV, and also a little bit of storage underneath, but mainly that would be for your wiring and your bits and bobs for your TV. Fasten them up, and then right over here we've got another little bit of storage there. They've got this nice sort of leatherette style finish on the front. You can obviously see it's got a little bit of a matte sheen to it, so that's obviously for anti-glare, because I'm sure if you had invested in one of these you might well be moored somewhere like here in the west of France at La Rochelle where we are now, or of course perhaps even further south in the Med, to enjoy some of that beautiful Southern Europe sunshine on this 1295. Okay, so you can see the carpeting extends down the steps, and let's head our way down, show you some of the cabin spaces down here. So immediately to the port side, you can see as we come in, it's of course because we're at the boat show here, it's been beautifully set out. Not a big pile of cushions everywhere, which is fantastic, makes getting around the boat a lot easier for me. But you can see little reading lights built in there, that lovely long window there, together with an opening section. but a very good sized double. And you can see as well, just under here, under this section here, there is an infill. There's actually not one there, they've just stretched the sheet over it, but there is an infill section here that can make it of course into a full double, or you can take the infills out as it is now and have it as a 2 singles. I like these are all nice. This leather finish to the handles as well, with a little bit of hanging space and wardrobe space. More hanging space here, all those lovely chromed finishes. And in comparison with, say, the 1095 or indeed the 8 that we had, you can see they've actually managed to engineer a fair bit more headroom in here as a second berth, which of course is unlike some of those its slightly smaller brothers and sisters, which have a bit more limited headroom. Nice lighting on the stairs there as well as we pan across to the starboard side cabin. Again, they've engineered and made it a little more spacious. Again, you've got the option of the infills to make it into another double, and they're both really good sized doubles, I think you'll agree, and that's obviously allowed by the increase in dimensions of the beam and that you'll have seen on the screen earlier in the film. But plenty of room there for use as the third cabin. Again, opening spaces there, again that lovely LED lighting and reading lighting, and of course nice leather handle here. There's that wardrobing space as well. Same chromed handles just around the back of the door there, and these lovely chromed door handles as well. Really have tweaked up their attention to detail on the finishing for this 1295. Can certainly feel the differences between all those different Merry Fishers that we've been in over the years with the channel, that this is on has been sort of reimagined, shall we say, to use a trendy word, in terms of all those little details of the finishes, right down to all these lovely stainless steel hinges. A bit more control functions of the boat here, from your shore power and other bits and bobs there. Light switching all built in there, and again just behind there, there's some of your brains of this amazing 1295 with a good detailing there of all the fuses should you need access to them. Okay, so as we move towards the bow, there's the first of the bathrooms here. This is the guest bathroom, day heads, electric flush toilets. The toilets actually use fresh water as well, and you'll see that the finishing in here, and lovely Korean surfaces here, this sort of matte finish as well on the basin, really like that. There's your controls and functioning for the toilet and your shower pump, and your mixer tap, full-sized shower, as you can see. Easy standing height for me. Let's just step into that, see where I get up to. Yeah, I'm only up to about level with the fitting there, so I'm 5'11", so certainly plenty of space to stand up in there, plus the fact it's obviously got that little that insert there, could actually be lifted up as well if you wanted to get a little bit more height. So your toilet there, opening hatches at the top there, and just underneath there again one of those safety catches there which allow you access into a little cupboarding space. Very nice too, nice chromed handles there, some towel hooks on the back of the door there, doors magnetised down the bottom there, really nice. Okay, and finally moving forward into the space that is the master suite. We'll come right in because I can then close the door there, and you'll see that we have an ensuite, which is fantastic. A second full bathroom, ensuite, again with that lovely Korean finishes, nice matte colouring on the white bowl there, full height shower, same height as the other one, and similarly Similarly, storage with these little mirrors that lift up and allow you access right the way back there. Bit of storage there. And another one under there. Mirror all the way across there. Together with some heating vents, some towel rails. Toilet just behind there with its freshwater flushing controls. Electronic flush again. But really nice to have two complete full-sized bathroom suites. Really nice. Close that door off. So with that one shut then, and with my back to the door into the cabin space here, behind the door we've got some of those nice chromed hanging rails. Got a TV point there to the port side, but look at the light in here. Now bear in mind, when we were outside we had some of the cushions on the top there with those lovely sun pads there, so there's even more light can be gained by taking the cushions out that are above that window there, and it means that you're left with this lovely well lit and very spacious master cabin. A huge king size bed here. It's again got that very typical Jeanneau feature where you can see the join just here allows you to add in that extra piece to get a bit of extra distance and extra length on the bed, and then similarly, like all Jeanneaus, the bed as well lifts up to give that customary space under here. It does actually have, as you can probably just see going around the edge of it there, it is actually lit as well with LED lighting, but a huge cavernous storage space in there. And as you would expect, also further storage areas under the floors in the main cabin area. Some nice little cubbyhole storage there, and there's some of the brains of the boat and the heating system that looks after your comfort whilst you're out and about. You can see the carpeting's just on poppers, so that's easy to remove or clean if you needed to. Storage space on the sides there. You've obviously got again the lockers all the way around, which are all individually with separating divides in there, so stuff doesn't slide around all over the place. Got your reading lights. Lovely internal LED lighting again up in the ceilings here. See these lighting strips here. Mirror at the back there, absolutely beautiful. And of course, you know, quite a bit of room here to move around to each side of the bed. Just compared with say the 10 that's on the channel there, or certainly our 895 offshore, you can just appreciate that it doesn't need much more space, and you just get that incredible feeling of extra space. It's almost amplified by that extra beam width of the boat and what they're able to squeeze in. But I think you'll agree, an absolutely lovely master cabin space there. Okay, and just before we head up, we've of course got, as you'd expect, access into the back of the helm station, where all your wiring goes, where all your interconnectivity can be fitted in to link your various devices, be it the radio, be it the CL5, into those big 12-inch MFDs, where all the brains is. Okay, so that was the 1295. Obviously we can't do masses of underfloor storage as well. In fact, I will just show you this one because this has been nicely done. Look at that space, isn't that incredible? Absolutely cavernous. In fact, if I could just get the cam a bit lower there, look at that. There we go. I've just climbed down the little steps in there to show you a bit more detail, but obviously the panels there lift up. But what a huge storage area that is, and obviously for a lot of these switches and control systems that look after the boat. But you can see the drawer system at the back there. Absolutely enormous storage area this is, so I wanted to try and show you this one. because if you followed our 10 and 8 and 795 films, you'll know that the Jeanneau are very good at maximising on storage, but this is just another level. Absolutely enormous storage spaces. And of course there's more underneath. This is locked at the moment, so I can't pop it up, but suffice to say, once the ladder is out, then you can lift both of those areas up, and yet more storage. Some of the brains and the functionality of the boat as well, the heating system, all those sort of bits and bobs, but also more storage. So I don't think you're ever going to be short of storage, in this boat. Wow, the 1295 Fly, wasn't that beautiful?
Absolutely stunning. Oh,
Wow.
It's just incredible. Jeanneau have done so well with this boat.
Yeah.
They've made it extremely luxurious
Yeah.
and spacious.
Yeah.
You could live on it easily.
Yeah, I mean it is the jump from, the 8 to 10 was significant. The 10 to the 12 though, we are both absolutely blown away by this, by that massive jump in for a 40-foot boat. The massive jump in finish and in style and in
Absolutely. I mean, if I had the
quality,
if you could afford it and you were considering whether to get the 1095 or the 1295.
oh yeah,
then
no contest. No, you'd
No,
be down
there's
the
no
bank,
contest.
sell the house, sell the kids, you name it.
Yeah, you'd be getting the 1295
Yeah.
once you've seen it. Once you've compared it to the 1095. The 1095 is a beautiful boat, but
It is.
the 1295 is just so much more spacious and luxurious.
Yeah,
It's,
stunning.
the berths are
Yeah.
very big, aren't they?
Yeah,
And
really spacious,
You don't feel closed in any of them.
No.
So that is a real plus, I think.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, suffice to say, as you've already seen from what's behind us and from the introduction to this film, there are some other beautiful Jeanneaus here. So we need to go and get round some more of them. Check out the channel, obviously, for the films of those other boats from here at beautiful La Rochelle.
Absolutely.
And thank you very much indeed for watching, for subscribing, and as always, for visiting our channel. See you again very soon, guys.
See you soon, guys.
Bye.